Carl Denham. Mrs. Hudson! Mrs. Hudson!
You get out of my house. I'll have you arrested.
Ma'am, that's my business.
Your business
I'm
nothing.
supposed
Your
to-
very ideal. All right, Mr. Denham. It's only me. Oh, I am sorry, Mr. Denham. He said he was a gas man. Had a card and everything.
Listen, Mrs. Hudson, as long as I'm rooming in your house, if your own father comes to the door, don't you believe a word he says.
It's a pity the people in New York don't try and catch a few gunmen instead of hunting a nice gentleman like you.
Is Mrs. Hudson there?
Oh, that's the lady in the front room.
Oh.
Coming.
I'm from the news.
Is that so? Well, I've got news for you. You're going to get out of this room so fast.
Oh, no, I'm not.
Ladies, no riots, please.
If people don't stop getting into my house under false pretenses.
I just want a story. If I go back without it, I'll lose my
Now,
job.
don't bother to pull that old line.
You're big news, you know.
What, after a whole month? That's time enough for New York to forget the World War.
The war was a long way off, but King Kong the giant ape was right here on the spot.
So I've heard.
And you're the man that brought him here. Kong is dead, but everybody's interested in you, too, Mr. Denham. All those people that Kong killed and injured, all the property owners who are suing you for damages,
And the theater owners, and the men who put money in advance publicity, and... Say, are you telling me?
Why don't you let him alone? He hasn't dared leave the house for a week.
That's what I want, the personal reaction story.
Well, you want to know what the captor of the late Kong thinks about, eh?
Yes.
I thought I had him safe. Don't you suppose I'm sorry for the harm he did? I wish I'd left him on his island. Old Kong. I'm sure paying for what I did to you. Well, Mrs. Hudson, suppose we look out and count the gentlemen in disguise who are waiting for me. If I don't get out of this house pretty soon, I'll choke.
Hey! Aren't you going to give me a story?
All right. Tell my public that Carl Denham, the bright boy who is going to make $1 million out of King Kong, is flat broke. Everybody in New York is suing me for something. The only place I haven't heard from is the Bidewee home.
But, Mr. Denham, my readers want to know.
There's a newsboy and a peddler and a taxi driver out there.
I bet you nickel are all process servers.
There's a man coming up the steps.
Huh? Oh, it's Charlie. Let him in. Hello, Charlie. What do you want?
Captain Anglehorn sent you this.
Where'd you come from?
All time stay on ship. Cook for skipper. Easy job.
You tell the skipper I'll be over at the ship as soon as I can get out of here.
What's the matter? You scared to come on now?
You said it. Much obliged, Charlie.
Maybe you can get out through the basement.
Come on, let's try.
Rex! Bottles! Rex!
You've got a nerve.
I got everything, lady. And I buy everything. Rex, bones.
Say, you fresh guy.
Da, 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 da.
Mrs. Hudson.
Mr. Carl Denham.
Well, I'll be... Hello, Mickey.
Hello.
Have a heart, will you? That's 15 of those things you've slipped me.
I'm the best in the business, Mr. Denham.
Well, what is it this time?
Steiner and Wayne. Destruction of property by Kong on 39th Street. Shock, mental anguish, and sprained ankle to owner of said property.
Oh, if I don't get out of this house, I'll bite somebody. Listen, Mickey, I got a date. You've done your job. How about helping me outsmart those other guys?
Mr. Denham, I'll give you a ride on my chunk wagon.
You mean to say you got a wagon to go with that makeup?
Mr. Denham, I'm an artist.
Hey, how'd you get in there?
Ik gekrochen haar op de chimney. Kennst du nicht sehen, ich bin Santa Claus. Nu, commence. Right. It's double. It's gold. Right. Hey, you can take off the tin hat. You're safe now. Where you going, Mr. Denham?
Drop me at the nearest subway station, James.
You know, it's funny how anybody's troubles are somebody's gain. I've been working steady since you got in this jam.
You've no idea how that cheers me up. The boy who was going to make $1 million.
Rex!
So that's the mess I'm in, Skipper. Kong sure was a hoodoo for me.
I guess next time you leave Big Monkey alone, huh?
Next time. Charlie must think Kongs are plentiful.
Well, Denham, now I'll tell you why I wanted to see you. I've got a plan for both of us.
What is it? Gonna get a couple of megaphones and run sightseeing trips around the harbor?
Mr. Denham,
Mickey, one more summons and I'll brain you.
No, wait, Mr. Denham. I ain't got no summons. Honest, I ain't. I come to tip you off.
Did you follow me over here?
No, I live over here. My father-in-law said he saw you come in by the gates. I feel very friendly to you, Mr. Denham. You kept me waiting pretty steady lately.
Yes, sir, I know. I've been a big help. Well, what's on your mind?
I heard this afternoon you're going to be indicted.
What?
Indicted. The grand jury's going to indict you.
Oh, let me out of this. I'm going crazy.
You take my tip and get out. Summonses is one thing, and grand juries is something else already. They're going to put you on the stand.
Stop it. All right, Mickey, much obliged. Now beat it, will you?
All right. Such a fine customer.
Oh, Denham. Denham,
What good is the grand jury? What can they find out? I brought Kong back here. He got loose, did a lot of damage, got killed, and that's that. What can I do about it?
We go to jail for 10 years.
What do you mean, we?
Oh, I'm in it, too, up to my neck. Now, see here. This ship's still mine. There are no attachments on her yet.
They just haven't got around to you.
That's a good reason for hurrying. In 3 hours, I can get together a skeleton crew, enough to handle her.
Yeah, and we'll go yachting.
We can make some sort of a living carrying freight. Well, take the East Indies. There are hundreds of little ports there that no sizable ship ever goes to. I know that part of the world.
What'll we use for money?
Well, I've saved up a little, enough to get us started.
Yes,
Now,
but...
come on, Denham.
You know, Skipper, you're pretty swell to be willing to take me with you.
Is it a go, then?
What? To be off on this old ship again? Out of all this? Say, you bet it's a go. Well, this looks like a hustling community, Skipper. Suppose we can get any business here?
Better get some soon, or we won't be able to pay the crew.
Say, how far is it to Kong's Island?
1,753 miles.
Well, you're pretty glib with that. You must have been checking up.
Huh? Oh, I just happened to come across our old chart last night, and I was curious.
Yeah, sure.
Now, Bosun,
Yes, sir.
get that number 2 hatch off and break out the cargo.
That won't take very long.
If we weren't so short-handed, I'd get rid of that man. He's a troublemaker.
Of course, Wong Ho would have to ship his copra last week.
Well, let's see. There's a couple of half-caste traders here. We might see them tomorrow and get a bit of a cargo.
Hey, look, Skipper.
Huh?
There's a show in town.
I'll bet it's terrible.
Well, don't be a crab, Skipper. It's a show. We ought to see it.
I want a drink and some dinner.
Oh, there's plenty of time for that. You don't mean to say you're going to miss the sagacious seals. Don't you want to laugh and thrill with La Belle Helene?
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you. Come, Bobby. Come, John. Come, Fatima. Come. In with it. In with it. And now, La Belle Helene. Sweet songstress who has appeared before all the crowned heads of Europe will conclude the performance with one of her most popular songs, La Belle Helene.
Runaway blues. I want to wander away. Oh, I've got the runaway blues today. Don't want to stay. I know that trains are going somewhere and steamers are sailing the blue. They go. But baby, what do I care? 'Cause none of them's going to you.
Poor kid.
I don't want the train on the track.
You know, she's got something.
It certainly isn't a voice.
Voice? Who cares? She's got personality. Somebody'd show her what to do with it.
I hear the steamer whistle crying. Ooh, ooh. It's just an echo when I'm sighing. Ooh, ooh. You ran away and never told me. What for? What for? And now your arms will never hold me. No more, no more. I don't want the train on the track. Don't want the ship on the sea. Why? 'Cause they ain't bringing you back to me. Poor me.
Thank you for your kind reception of our efforts. And remember, another big show here tomorrow night. Slimacassi, tuan. Ave.
Well, if that's your idea of a pleasant evening,
It's interesting, Skipper. I'll bet you could take a kid like that and put her over to the producer of a musical comedy.
but not to the captain of a freighter.
Father, is that man coming again tonight?
Yes, he is. Any objection? Care to have a friend drop in?
He isn't a friend.
Well, he's a white man. Somebody to talk to.
Somebody to drink with.
That's enough. Shut up now and go to bed.
You can't get away from here. No money. How you think you can get away from here, huh?
The Dutchman will be here in a couple of days, won't he?
Dutch magistrate? What do you think he'll do for you? He don't care what happens to you and your rotten little show.
Not a rotten show. I was ringmaster in the biggest circus. We used to play Colombo. Singapore.
Sure, you was rotten.
Who are you calling? Who are you? Rotten captain.
You lay off of me.
Rotten captain. Lost ship. Lost it on purpose, eh? Tried to get the insurance, didn't you?
Shut up.
Captain. Lost ship. Lost job. Lost certificate.
Ah, dry up, you old tramp.
You're a tramp. No certificate, no job. You're no better than me. And you just lay off my liquor, will you? Give me a glass.
Father, tell me what happened. Who did it? Tony, please come down. Tony. Tony. Tony.
You'll never catch a monkey that way.
Did you ever catch a monkey?
Did I ever... Lady, you'd be surprised.
They won't come back. Oh, well. Why should they?
Oh, I saw your show last night. How'd the monkeys get away?
I had to let them out. The tent burned.
Where's the man who owns the show?
He's my father. He was hurt. He's dead.
Whoa, what a tough break. I'm sorry, kid.
My father used to be with Worldwide. That's the biggest circus in the East.
Yes, I know. What did you do?
Well, I was in the ballet. I wasn't very good.
What happened to Worldwide?
Well, my father, well, he sort of drank, you know. And they didn't want him anymore.
So he started his own show?
Yes. Well, we just had a few monkeys. It wasn't very good.
Say, that's no way to talk. I wasn't very good, the show wasn't very good. Cut it out. You want to tell everybody how good you are. Throw out your chest. Brag about yourself.
Oh, so you're in the show business, too.
No, I'm in the shipping business. I just put in with a cargo.
Oh. I thought maybe you had a show and I could...
No, I'm sorry. Well, I've got a date. Boy, you going to be all right? I mean, have you got any money?
Yes.
Well, keep your chin up. I'll be seeing you.
Miss. I heard about your father. If I could do anything.
You've done enough. You killed my father.
Killed? Why, what? The tent caught fire.
My father was beaten over the head.
He wasn't burned. What do you think the magistrate will say to that when he gets here?
You can't accuse me. You wasn't there.
How do you know I wasn't? Unless you were. How do you know what my father said to me before he died?
What did he say?
The magistrate will be here in a few days. I'll tell him.
You better be careful. What are you going to tell the magistrate?
You can just wonder about that till he gets here.
There isn't a pound of cargo for us here.
What'll we do now?
Might pick up some business in the Banda group.
It's a dull life, Skipper. We need excitement.
Carl Denham. Don't you remember me? Nils Hellstrom.
Well, for the love of Mike. Hellstrom. Sure, I remember you. Oh, this is Captain Engelhorn. Captain Hellstrom. Sit down. So do you know who this is? The man who gave me the map of Kong's Island. And he wants to know if I remember him. Have a drink.
So that was your ship came in last night?
Mine and Denham's.
I heard about you in Singapore. How you'd captured the biggest animal on Earth and taken him back to New York. I'm down, Denham. Don't you think you owe me something?
Well, sir, you certainly came to the right man. How about a 50-50 split?
You mean that?
Sure, I mean it. I'll give you half of everything I made out of King Kong.
How much would that come to?
Well, let's see. 11 lawsuits and the privilege of being indicted by the grand jury, too.
Yeah, and you're broke, too.
Broke? I'm shattered.
Well, then, how about giving me passage on your ship? I want to get away from here.
Where's your own ship?
I lost her on the Banker Reefs.
Tough luck. No job since?
Everyone is down on me. It wasn't my fault. You know what those waters are like. Will you take me to some port that isn't Dutch?
What's the matter with the Dutch?
I tell you, they're down on me. I want to make a fresh start.
You realize how far we'd have to go to land you out of Dutch jurisdiction? We can't run all over the Indian Ocean carrying one passenger.
Sorry, old man. Have another drink.
But Denham, when you got Kong off that island, didn't you get the treasure?
What?
Didn't you find the treasure?
Find it? Well, I never even heard of it. Say, are you kidding me?
Oh, why should I? To tell the truth, I had an idea I'd go and look for it myself someday.
Oh, you held out on me, eh?
How much do you know about this treasure?
Well, not a lot. Dying native I picked up at sea.
You drew the map from his description, and he told you about the Great Wall.
Yeah, he talked about the treasure of the island.
Who put it there?
Why, the people who built the wall.
Yes? That might be. Skipper, do you remember I said there wasn't a reason on earth for going back? Look, the answer to a prayer. We're off again. I heard you were stopping here. Felt a little worried about you. Thought I better see you before I go.
Are you going?
Yes, off tonight in a big rush.
On your ship?
Yeah, sure. There isn't any other way to get out of this place, is there? Oh, here. You take this.
Can't I go too?
What?
Let me go on your ship.
Nix, kid, nix. We're going on a long voyage. We won't be putting in any port where it could leave you.
Oh, don't leave me. Please take me with you. I won't be any trouble. I'll just sit on the ship. I won't talk or anything.
Oh, listen, kid, I can't. Honest. Yeah, now you take this money and buy yourself a passage on the next ship that's going where you want to go. Go on, take it.
Oh, let me go with you. Please. Please.
No, nothing doing. Now you take it. Sorry it isn't more, but that's the best I can do. There'll be a schooner or something along pretty soon. I can't take you, kid. You'll be okay. You just make a plan and stick to it.
All right.
That's a good girl. It's a pretty tough life, isn't it? Well, good luck. Weather's made to order, Skipper.
I hope it holds. Next land we sight will be Kong's Island.
Yeah.
That fellow Hellstrom is getting too chummy with the crew. I don't like it.
Why don't you call him down for it?
What's your opinion of Hellstrom?
Well, he got in some trouble over losing his ship, I guess. That's pretty plain. He certainly was anxious to leave Dekang.
And he isn't at all anxious to get to Kong's Island. Have you noticed him when we talked about the time we were there?
Think he's scared?
Scared green.
Green now and yellow later on, eh?
Does he expect us to go ashore? Well, sure. He's got to have a bodyguard, hasn't he? Say, you know there was a dozen sailors killed on the last voyage he made here?
Killed? By them animals?
Yeah. But you see, Denham and the skipper came out all right. Ah, but you don't have to worry. There's plenty of rifles aboard. If I was captain, I certainly wouldn't take my crew into danger.
Hey!
What?
What? Hey, Bill! Where? Hey, Conley!
If you want me to, I'll give Hellstrom a tip that he's too thick with the crew.
Go ahead. Bad for discipline.
We must be in Russia. Here comes the committee of the workers.
Captain Engelhorn!
Well?
Captain, I went down in forward hold.
Well, what of it?
Captain, I found something.
What's the matter? Found what?
Holy mackerel.
I just didn't have anywhere to go.
All right, go back to your work. This young lady a friend of yours, Mr. Denham?
No. Well, yes, I met her. That is, I talked with her in Dekang. Say, look here, this isn't my fault. I told her she couldn't come.
Well, we can't take her back. Mr. Hellstrom.
You ought to be beaten to a pulp.
You called me?
Yes, we have a passenger at Shield.
You... How did you get here?
This is our partner.
I know him.
Oh, you do? Oh, yes, of course. You couldn't help seeing each other in Dekang, could you? Well, here we are. Just one big, happy family.
Take the words right out of my mouth.
keep your mouth shut. You promise me to keep quiet.
I won't promise.
Oh, you crazy brat. Denham is sore at you anyway for being here. You tried to make trouble between us and he'd be off you for life.
Skipper's looking for you. Say, I don't know what's the matter with you and Hellstrom, but we're all cooped up together on this ship. I didn't ask you to come. You're here on your own hook. No matter who you like or dislike, you've got to behave and be pleasant. Understand?
Are you mad at me?
Not very.
This is nice, isn't it?
It's all right.
Mr. Denham? Mr. Denham?
Yeah?
Skipper says get dressed and come on deck.
Okay, what is it? Have we sighted the island?
Yes, sir. About 2 miles off.
Say, it's a thrill coming back here.
Yes, sir. You had a pretty bad time when you were here before, didn't you?
Yeah, it's a pretty tough spot. The natives will be glad to see us. We did them a good turn once in our... What the...
I'm warning you all. You're crazy to do a thing like this.
We're not crazy enough to go to that island.
What is it, Skipper? Is this on the level?
It's real enough.
Where's Hellstrom? They get him, too?
All right. Over that side in the lifeboat. All of you.
Oh, so this is why I've been spending so much time in the forecastle. What do you think you're doing?
We know what we're doing. Come on, get over this side.
You can row yourselves to your blasted island and stay there.
Yes, and if those animals kill anybody, it won't be us.
Get
going. Because you pay us your dirty money, you think you own us. You sweat and drive us, but you don't give us a living wage for our blood and sweat.
When did you do all this sweating?
You think you own us, body and soul.
Oh, listen to reason.
We've listened enough. We've got the ship and we're going to keep it. Over the side.
You're not going to shove this kid off, too.
She followed you aboard the ship, she can follow you off.
Do you think I want to stay? I know. Here's your chance to get rid of me. He killed my father.
What? He was a drunken old tramp. I didn't kill him.
I know you did. He said you'd be angry if I tried to make trouble.
Well, what a fine partner you've turned out to be.
Oh, pipe down. Get going.
Of course you know what this will mean when you get caught.
Listen, I'll call the whole thing off now. We'll turn back.
Sure, and be arrested for mutiny as soon as we reach port.
I'll give you my word I won't report you.
It's too late for that kind of talk. We'll stick by what we've done.
I'll be seeing you again. I hope.
What do you think the chances are?
Charlie, they throw you off, too?
No throw off. Get off. Me no like them men.
Cast off.
Wait. Aren't you going to give us any guns?
We've given you food and water. You're lucky to get that.
A smart man like you don't need a gun.
Good boy, Charlie.
You cook now, you die pretty soon.
Row, you blasted bourgeois. You got a nice day for it.
Now then, go to your places. Stokers below. Bosun, get that ladder up.
What was that?
I said get the ladder up. Oh, and I promote you. You'll be mate now.
That's fine. Who's going to be captain?
I'm taking command, of course.
Oh.
Clear the decks. Get back to work.
Do you think that we got rid of a good captain so we could have a bad one? We're through with captains on this ship. He wants to be boss. Let him go with the rest of the bosses.
Yo-ho!
That's where all captains belong, over the side. Bon voyage, Captain Hellstrom.
Something tells me we've got a passenger. Well, how nice to see you again, under the circumstances. Skipper, have we got to save him? Hey, Skipper, when the natives see us, I bet they'll throw a party. Well, maybe not a party. It's the chief. Hey, did you throw that, you rat?
Marco! Mato Anisa Boga! Watati Kufa! Nuno Tendi Kong! Tasco!
Says yes, he did. Because his village is destroyed and his people are killed, and it's all our fault for leading Kong inside the wall.
Well, tell him not to attack us. Tell him we overcame Kong and we're still big medicine.
Mata! Konsati hi! Mata! Di Dumati Kong!
Come on, Charlie, shove off. We gotta find another place to land.
Mata!
What's the good of this? There's no way out.
Well, it's the only place we've seen where I could get a foot ashore. Maybe we can climb up someplace. You stick with me, kid.
Fly couldn't climb out of here.
Yeah, here's a way out. Wait till I take a look.
Captain, about that mutiny,
Well, the less said, the better, Hellstrom. We're all in a tight place together, and I don't think you'll let us down.
No, of course not.
Of course not.
Well, I didn't know that you came.
You said stick to you.
Do you obey orders?
Why doesn't Denham come back?
We better go look for him.
A smart man like you don't need a gun.
stuck in the quicksand. He can't get out.
Well, I never knew that old Kong had a son.
Don't you think we ought to help him?
Well, how?
If we could get logs and things to him, maybe he could get out.
Aren't you afraid of him?
Yes, sort of. Well, it sounds kind of silly, but I'm sorry for him.
So am I. But I've got a reason.
Animals always know when you're trying to help them. I don't believe he'd hurt us if he got out.
Well, I suppose we're both crazy, but let's try. Hey, look out, Skipper! That's quicksand! Skipper, there's a... Skipper, believe it or not, there's a little Kong. What?
A little... How little?
Oh, just a little one. About 12 feet high.
Good. Well, what happened? What did you do?
Well, I know it sounds funny, but instead of shooting him, I helped him out of a jam. I felt... Well, I felt I owed his family something.
You really feel conscience-stricken about King Kong, don't you? Whatever you do, don't mention little Kong to Hellstrom. He'd have a nervous breakdown.
I'd like to break his neck.
We ought to go hunting. Save our rations for emergencies. This is cut right into the side of Skull Mountain.
Might just start temple. Maybe Big Devil live in there.
A temple? Hellstrom, suppose the treasure should be hidden here.
That certainly would be wonderful.
You better come along with me, Hellstrom.
We'll meet here at sundown.
Might go with Skipper.
No. Oh, I'd forgotten you. You better wait right here. We'll all be back soon.
Do you think I'm going to stay here alone?
Well, all right then. Come on with me. But be quiet. And don't talk.
I thought tropical jungles were full of fruit.
Ah, that's what everybody thinks who's never been there.
sake, and he scrapped, just like his own man.
Look, he's hurt.
Huh?
Poor little Con. Do you suppose he knew he was helping us?
Of course not. You want me to believe he was grateful?
Well, he did save us, didn't he? And how do we know what animals think? Let's go and help him.
Are you game?
Yes. If you are. Wait. If you talk very calmly, sometimes that keeps animals quiet. You frightened him.
Yeah, it's too bad. Was I too rough with him? Poor old boy. Baby calm. Yeah, some baby. You're not a patch on your old man. I must be completely cuckoo to be doing this. Giving you a first aid treatment instead of running like blazes. Guess it must be remorse or something. You see, I'm the guy that knocked out your pop with a gas bomb and then carried him off to New York in chains. I've been sorry for it ever since. Yeah, you see, the poor old geezer got shot at the finish, and, well, I guess if I'd left him alone, we'd all been better off. This is sort of an apology. There you are, boy. Two good deeds in one day for something that size. We ought to be caught up on our good deeds for a year.
I wish I had one of those coconuts.
Oh, I'll see what I can do about it. What you doing, you big dummy? I wish you'd be a little more careful what you wish for.
Hey. You better lie down and do your sleeping.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to go to sleep. I was helping you keep watch.
I have to keep watch of you. That's the third time I've caught you.
Aren't you going to signal the others again?
Oh, there's no use wasting any more ammunition. They'd have answered those shots I fired if they'd heard them. You better lie down. Here. Take my coat for a pillow.
Oh, you'll need it.
No, I won't. I'll keep the fire going. There you are. You're a grand little scout. I'm sorry I got you in all this mess, kid.
You didn't. I came.
Well, then, I'm glad they wouldn't let you stay on the ship.
But I'm just another trouble. You told me not to come on the boat.
Good night, kid.
Good night.
An animal you call that, huh? I no like.
Here's your gun.
Well, that leaves only one shotgun among us. It's light enough now. You better go and look for Denham and the girl.
Oh.
Good morning.
Good morning.
No sign of the skipper?
No.
Fire one more shot. Our guardian angel. Hey, look. I'm going to try and get into this place. If you have no objections. You're sure you don't mind? Yes, well, that's fine. Listen, you attend to your business, and I'll attend to mine. Expecting you. Come on, baby. Wait.
Oh, please, little Con, help us. Hand it down.
Atta boy, Kong. To me, kid, and you'll wear diamonds. Look at them. Just look at them. We're rich. We're all rich.
Well, what are you going to do with them?
Yeah, I guess maybe a sailboat would be more useful. Hey, put that down. Hey, look out, you'll shoot yourself, you halfwit. Hey! Oh, sure. You fixed everything now. You big rummy. skipper, but listen.
What? Both guns gone? Well, we can't stay here. Let's go back to the boat.
Hell, sir, the treasure.
You fool, and there was any treasure. Let's go. Let's get out of here.
Oh, then that was just a yarn you were giving me.
Of course, I had to tell you that to get away from the king.
And there isn't any treasure at all.
There's some. He's going to the boat.
Why, the crazy fool may take it.
Let's go off.
I'm going back for the rest of the treasure. Make sure of the boat. I'll catch up with you. Hurry!
My poor kid.
It doesn't seem to matter very much.
Stick to me and you'll wear diamonds. Look! Look! Ship! Ship!
Hello, kid.
What are you thinking about?
Poor little Kong. Do you suppose he knew he was saving my life?
Oh, I'm sure he did. Pretty soon, when we get back, you'll be saying goodbye to me, won't you?
Yeah? What? Where are you going?
Well, I don't know.
Well, you'll have plenty of money, kid. We'll split the treasure 4 ways.
Couldn't you just split it 3 ways?
How do you mean?
Well, 1/3 to the skipper, 1/3 to Charlie, and 1/3 to us. Well, you said stick to you.